What's up, everybody? Fusion64 here, and today I wanted to talk about Final Fantasy and PlayStation. You see, we are just days away from the much anticipated Final Fantasy 16 releasing, and we just got a trailer for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth at Summer Games Fest, and I have to say, it looks absolutely incredible. We got the news that this game is going to be releasing sometime in the early parts of 2024, and that is not all Final Fantasy that's coming to PlayStation. There are rumors about at least 3 more Final Fantasy games that we could be seeing in the upcoming next few years. Now, if you remember the NVIDIA leak that happened a few years ago, there was a bunch of games on there that leaked, and basically every one of those games has been announced. And if you remember on that list, there was a Final Fantasy Tactics remake that was on that list, along with Final Fantasy IX Remake. Now, those games have yet to be announced, but, I mean, going from everything else that was recently on that list, even Helldivers 2 is on that list, and that was just recently announced. You have to imagine that those games are real, and they're coming within the next couple of years. And today, we just got details of possibly another remake, and that is Final Fantasy X Remake that's supposedly coming around 2026, which would be the 25th anniversary of the original game releasing on the PlayStation 2. Now, whether or not this Final Fantasy X Remake rumor is true, it kind of seems like a no-brainer because that was one of the more popular Final Fantasy games that's ever been released. So it kind of seems like a no-brainer. If this Final Fantasy IX game comes out, it just feels like the next logical step to have Final Fantasy X Remake come out in 2026. And I think that would kind of follow along with the trend of Square trying to get something Final Fantasy out every year, every 2 years, and they've probably got a team working on all of these remakes, a couple teams working on all these remakes, and a few teams working on the mainline games. So we'll get 16 this year, we'll get 7 Rebirth early next year, and then possibly the following year we'll get DLC or something for 16, or we'll get Final Fantasy 17 announced, and then maybe that's when we'll get Tactics or Final Fantasy 9. So the next few years are going to be filled with Final Fantasy games, seemingly exclusive to the PlayStation brand, which is a really big deal. Locking up a big budget AAA, beautiful looking fan favorite series like Final Fantasy is a massive deal for PlayStation. It's going to drive many millions of console sales, and in return will make PlayStation a ton of money to reinvest in first party. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for all of these Final Fantasy remakes? Which one are you most excited for? Personally, I love Final Fantasy 7, so the next chapter, Rebirth, that's what I'm most excited for. But I'm also excited for Final Fantasy X because I do love that game. Let me know in the comments below. And once again, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. Fusion64 out.